Are law enforcement deaths on the rise? Hey, I've got the facts from the latest report coming up. Hey folks, E. King here, bringing you the topics no one else will from an unbiased point of view. Before we get into this law enforcement death report, I want to make a couple of points really clear, okay? First of all, I'm not bashing cops or any other law enforcement agency. In fact, I respect, like, and support the police, okay? And my heart truly does go out to the families and survivors of loved ones that were killed in the line of duty. Okay, just so that we're clear, let me make this crystal clear. I am very much pro-police. Now, that said, I'm even a more or a firm believer of do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Okay, so if you are hired to serve the public and you screw up, you better believe that I'm going to put you on blast and talk about you on a video, okay? Enough said there, and the only reason why I want to make that point is because if you have seen some of my other videos about police and racism and that kind of thing, and by the way, if you haven't seen those videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way they'll pre-populate in your recommended video section there. But anyway, if you've seen some of those other videos, or even if you're not following me and not up to speed on what my topics are, then you could just see this video and mistakenly think that I'm bashing the police, and I am not, okay? So I just wanted to make that point clear before we jump into this report, okay? And this report is about the deaths, law enforcement related deaths of last year. It's generated by the FBI. I'm going to jump over to the click on the website here, and we'll dissect this report a little bit and let you check it out.
Okay, so as you can see here, this is another one of the websites that I go to verify information, and like I was saying in the last video, you can sign up for their email list and they will give you a bunch of updates on various different things going on within the FBI, different arrests that they're making, and some of the work that they're doing and coordinating with other law enforcement agencies throughout the country. You can tailor just go to their website and it'll break it all down to you. It's kind of self-explanatory. I don't need to say it on this video. But one of the things that I do like about this website, and specifically this report, is I'm a stats guy. Okay, you know me, all the videos I tell you guys, do your own research, corroborate the information that you get, verify the information, and then determine if it's the truth or the facts for yourself. Don't let the media, don't let one political party this way or that way sway you into thinking what they want to think. And I'm not trying to be all conspiracy theory or sovereign or any of that other weird stuff out there. I'm just telling you and suggesting, hey, let's learn to think for ourselves. Let's get the facts on our own and make our own determinations, okay? And so that's one of the reasons why I like statistics, because statistics is kind of like math, right? The numbers can't lie. Numbers don't lie. People will tell you, oh, well, yeah, maybe this government agency, they're backed by this political affiliation, so they're going to skew the numbers in their favor. Man, I just beg to differ, especially when you're talking about law enforcement deaths. I think the facts are the facts, okay? I don't think that they're going to spin it one way or the other. I think, because playing devil's advocate, you could say, hey, if they're trying to make the numbers be lower, then they run the risk of their budgets getting cut. So they're probably not going to do that. If anything, they're going to want to make the numbers be higher so that then they can raise the budgets, because everybody operates on the concept of greed, right? Yeah. Anyway, back to the numbers, though. I think the numbers kind of speak for themselves. Why am I saying all of that? Once again, get the facts for yourself, okay? And you determine, is the country just as bad off as people are leading us to believe? Well, let's just dig into this, all right? As you can see here, this is the FBI releases its 2015 statistics on law enforcement officers killed and assaulted. Pretty eye-opening here, because especially if you hear if you're watching the political campaigns and watching both candidates, point their view on, hey, how they think the country is. Hey, the crime is worse than it ever been. It's been the worst it's been in 8 years. I think I've heard one of those guys or gals say. And is that a true statement? Is crime higher than it ever has been? Are police officers in more trouble than they ever have been? Are police officers getting killed by just doing regular traffic stops like they claim that they are? Or they're always shooting because they say they see somebody pulling a gun just when they do a regular routine traffic stop? Is that actually happening? Let's dig into this report a little bit. Check it out, okay? And I want you to go to this website and check it out on your own and review it in its entirety. I'm going to try to cover as much as I can, as quick as I can. I only like to keep my videos as brief as possible so I don't lose your attention span. But in either case, let's just jump right into it. So felonious deaths, meaning these officers were killed in the commission of the perpetrator doing a felony, or they're trying to stop a felony arrest or something like that. So the 41 felonious deaths occurred in 21 states, including Puerto Rico. Okay, numbers of officers are killed as a result of criminal acts in 2015 decreased by 10. Oh wow, compared to 51 officers in 2014. The 5-year, 10-year comparison shows a decrease of 31 felonious deaths. In 2011, it was 72. Now it's only 41. Wow, imagine that. And a decrease compared to in 2006, it was 48 officers. So, kind of numbers right there don't lie. Deaths are down. Crime is down. Crime, I say again, crime is down. Crime is down. Okay? Did you hear that? Crime is down. Officer profiles. Okay, the average age of officers who were feloniously killed was 40 years old. Okay, average age is 40. So just a little something to think about there. Although we see probably about the age of these people shooting everybody too. Okay, I don't know if there's any correlation there, but could be. All right, and this talks about their time on the job, so on and so forth. You can read that. Oh, this breaks it down by race. 29 of the officers were white, 8 were black, 2 were, I don't know what the term is. I don't want to offend anybody, so just read that for what it is, okay, and read that one too. Me, myself, don't call me that. I don't come from Africa, all right? But anyway, that's just one way or the other. Let's check out the circumstances. 41 officers out of the 41, 8 were investigating a suspicious person. Okay, 7 were involved in a tactical situation. They were probably trying to do a raid on a house. 6 were conducting traffic stops. 6 were just doing traffic stops. All right, and were killed in an arrest situation. That means they pulled somebody over, said, "Hey man, do you know why I stopped you? You were speeding." And the guy, something happened. 4 were ambushed. That's pretty shady. That's, all these cats that think they hard and everything, and really, in my opinion, that's a dick move. But you claim you're hard. Really? Anyway. 3 were killed while answering domestic disturbances. And see, one would think, and I know it used to be, that these numbers were really high, but they addressed that, how they go about domestic disturbance, because you got to understand they're dealing with tempers that are flared and emotions of the heart and states of the heart versus the mind. So that could turn out to be a very volatile situation. We talk about that a lot in bounty hunting training, and how do you conduct those arrests and how do you properly conduct those arrests. Let's see, 2 were handling or transporting or maintaining prisoners, and they got killed. Man, that sucks. Probably let their guard down. I hope that's not what happened, but in either case, it still sucks. 2 were handling persons with mental illnesses. That's disturbing, no pun intended. And 1 was conducting an investigative activity, pulling surveillance. Wow, that. Guess he wasn't. Man, I ain't even going to joke about this because we're talking about the deceased, and that's just not cool. But man, that sucks too. All right, so out of that, what were the weapons used to kill these people? 38 of the 41 were killed by gun. Of these 38, 29 were killed with handguns, 7 with rifles, 1 with a shotgun, and I guess 1 didn't report how he got killed or whatever. All right, so this thing, like I said, you could read this in its entirety. The main takeaway that I want everybody to walk away from this video with is this. First of all, do not believe everything at face value that you see on TV. Now, if you hear it from E King, you better believe it. So get in there. Hey, don't believe what I say, but check my facts. Check where am I getting the information from. Corroborate the information for yourself. But don't only do it with this video. Do it with the information. And I'm not saying be a pessimist about everything. What I am saying is do your own due diligence. Gather enough information to make an intellectual decision upon your own. Don't just leave it to, hey, I saw it on the internet, therefore it must be true. Don't have that kind of mentality. Don't let these politicians fear you into voting for their way or their agenda. All right. Again, I'm hearing this one guy, or this one candidate, I should say. I'm sorry. This one candidate state that crime is out of control. It's worse than it's ever been before. Well, man, over the past 10 years, law enforcement killing is down. Okay, so I would question some of that, the validity to those statements. All right. Check this report out on your own. Give me your feedback, as always. I like to hear it, so I want to see some comments below. While you're at it, hit that like button for me, and if you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe. That way you can stay up to date on all the latest great content that I release for you. And that's going to wrap it up for this video. So just as always, know that myself and the entire BIN group is always watching over you. So just let me know if there is ever anything that I can do to help you out in business or otherwise.